You're watching KARE 11 News in high definition. This is KARE 11 News Saturday.
It's here. Yep, it's upon us. And pretty soon lights will be popping up in your neighborhood if they haven't already, and Santa will take his seat at the mall and other places. And speaking of the jolly old elf, our next guest has put together a unique holiday guide inspired by Kris Kringle himself. Local author John Hagerman's Ode to the Season is called 101 Ways to Keep the Spirit of Santa Alive. And we're happy to have John with us this morning in full regalia to ring in the season with us. John, how are you?
Great. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning
to you.
Having me. Great to have you. And thanks for getting me in the spirit single-handedly with your outfit. Is it an elf outfit, or is it what is
well,
it?
I mean, of course it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a standard issue. Anybody who's an elf in Santa's workshop wears something very similar.
I've always thought elves were a lot smaller, diminutive. Even.
Well, yeah, but I had a good appetite as a kid.
Okay,
so.
all right. Well, it's all good because Santa doesn't play favorites, although he does keep a list.
Oh, yes,
right?
he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
He absolutely keeps a list. And this is it, right? Okay, this is the 101 ways to keep the spirit of Santa alive for kids from 1 to 92.
Absolutely. Now, to make sure everybody's clear on it, this is a guide for parents, for the grown-ups.
Yep.
And it's all about keeping the spirit of Santa alive in themselves, and a lot of tools for bringing it to life in everyone they care about, particularly for the kids.
Yeah, and what made you want to write this book, John? You're a local guy, you're a local author from Deep Haven, Minnesota,
yes.
Am I right?
Yes. Well, it really goes back to when I was a kid. My mother raised 3 sons on her own. I didn't know it when I was a kid, but we were broke, we were poor. But she always managed to make holidays, particularly Christmas, magical. I mean, they just... The warm fuzzies just are overwhelming whenever I think of Christmas as a kid, sitting at the top of the stairs, waiting to go down and just getting blown away when we see all the stuff that she'd done out there. It just was a spectacular feeling, and it's something I always try to do with my own kids.
Absolutely.
And about a year ago, I started thinking, gee, we ought to share some of these ideas, and so the book came about.
And that's where the book comes out. And there are a lot of humbugs out there, and there are a lot of commercialism that's happened to this holiday. But the bottom line is, as you said, it is magical. It is so special, especially to little kids. And this is a great way for parents to kind of, like, it gives them some really useful ideas, creative ideas,
yes,
to make the holiday even more special for the young set.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do in there. You know, some of the traditional things like you'd expect, you know, writing a letter to Santa or making the milk and cookies, but there's a lot of other things that really make Christmas memorable and more meaningful for the kids.
Well, we got a few of them that we're going to spit out here for you. This is just a sampling of what's in this book, and some of those great tips that you have in here. Share personal Santa and Christmas stories with the kids.
Well, that one is really, all of these will have a similar theme this year more than ever. With the economic challenges so many people are facing, the best gift you can give, and you know this as a parent, the best you can give your kids is time. So these are all around time, you know, and sharing those stories. Your kids, you might think, oh, they don't want to hear my stories as a kid, you know, when I was a little kid. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Because they get to know you better, they get to get that magic infused in them.
Yeah.
And it really starts making it special for them.
And make holiday treats together, make a magic key and leave it for Santa so he can get in.
Of course.
Right? Stuff like
well, if
that.
you don't have a chimney, he's got to get in somehow.
I even saw there was one in here about leaving some reindeer remnants in the yard. So they...
That one's a secret.
That one's secret. But be a bell ringer for Salvation Army.
Yes.
Make and put out treats for the reindeer and do it like a Santa cam. Like a point of view thing in the house?
Yes, that's one of the fun ones. I mean, you can do Santa Cam where you're watching Santa, or you can turn the camera around and let Santa watch.
There really are some fabulous ideas, and it breaks it all down about the meaning of Christmas and the great Christmas songs and the great Christmas DVDs and all that stuff. It's just great ways to keep the spirit of Santa alive, right?
Yes, one of them we did just the other night in preparation for the show. My kids made a treat for you, and I like the little tag on that one there. It's Are you being good just to get a new toy?
No.
No, not you.
No,
of course not.
Not me. I'm on his list, though, for sure. John, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Best
Thanks
luck
for
with the
having me.
book. It came out a few weeks ago. Be sure to check it out. It's actually delightful. John will